Okay, Frank, just got off the phone with you a moment ago. Just finished putting everything back together. There's my little sensor input that I was just talking to you about. Whenever I break the signal, it's going to actually actuate the actuator. It's sort of a urban rig type situation. I don't have anything really holding it down except for a couple wires. But anyway, we'll go ahead and start the thing up. You can see the HMI is going through its memory check. It's going to finish that off. Got your MP2300 SIEC motion controller, your rotary linear or your rotary amplifier, and then of course a linear actuator. See, it's not fully in right now. As soon as we go into any type of mode at all, right here, if you look at the main screen, this is where it pops up first. We go into auto mode or we go into manual mode. It's going to automatically home the AXI, because this is not an absolute encoder. It needs to have a reference point when it starts up. And you can't do anything until it's been homed, because I'm out of both modes. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the, I'm just going to hit the auto button. It doesn't matter which one you go into, it'll home it. Let's go into auto. As soon as you go into auto, you can see I have a position move. It's going backwards. It's actually doing its move. We can look at the information. It's about 4 millimeters per second. Once that torque hits a certain height, it's going to reverse direction, and we have a little bit of an offset. It came in and came back out slightly, so you're not always against that backstop. Okay, so let's go ahead and go through. We're in auto mode. Let's go ahead and look at the setup information here. We have the millimeters per cycle. You can set that up to whatever you want to do. We can do 1 millimeter per cycle, 2 millimeters, 10 mil. I don't care what you put in there, just whatever distance you want. Even 0.01 millimeters per signal. Next we have the signal maintain time. That's the amount of time that a signal has to be maintained, be blocking either your push button has to be held down or your signal has to be on from another device or whatever. That maintain time is there to eliminate any blips. That's what we talked about a while back. So if you had any sort of a spike or someone accidentally hits a button or passes through the sensor area, it's not going to actuate until that time is passed. The next one is the cycle delay time. Once that signal maintain time times out, it's going to latch on and say, okay, I do have a good signal, and it's going to go at that cycle delay time to say, okay, after I receive a good signal, wait so long before I actually actuate. And that you can put that down to 0 milliseconds, whatever you want to do. The return home position. You can put that up anywhere you want to put that, really, or up to almost 100 millimeters. I got it set for 1 right now, because I'm not sure where you want to return home to. That's something. Let's put that to 0. What that means is, let's go ahead and show you real quick. Let's put it in manual move. We'll jog it out. Say you're cycling along and you've reached the very maximum stroke, which is 292.1 millimeters. After that point, what do we do to go back down to 0? I don't necessarily think it'll be a good thing to have it automatically go down to 0. It should be a user input, but that's your discretion. So I have right here a return home. It's going to move fast back down to whatever position you have set up in here with the return home position. So you can have it 1 millimeter, 2 millimeter, 0 millimeter, whatever you want to do. Anyway, let's go ahead and look at the auto cycle. Let's go back to auto mode. Oh, just to let you know too, we have all the help screens on there. Lets you know exactly what everything does. So you could read if the operator's using this and say, hey, what's this button do? All the information's on the help menu. Same thing if you look at the I/O. You can see the input signals and all the other goodies and say, okay, information, blah, blah, blah. And it looks like the input is on, so I have this one reversed. I just pulled this out of the basement, which is fine because we're looking at a make-break type situation. Okay, so let's get out of here. We're in auto mode. Let's go back over to setup. I'm going to hold that, put something in between there. It's not seeing it. There it goes. Increment it out. Let's go ahead and change that so we could actually see a move. 2 millimeters, not much. Now, if you watch when I put my hand there, you're going to see an increment. The red numbers on the side there is your elapsed time. So once I put my hand in place, if I can get it just right, that's the elapsed time before it actually makes its move. And the let's see here. It's a really weird sensor setup. After the first one is made, I can remove my hand, and that's going to count that 2 seconds. It'd be nice to actually have that next to it so you can see it moving at the same time. Let's move that down to 0. So here, as soon as it's maintained for that 1 millisecond maintain time it's going to actuate. We can move this one down to, say, 100 milliseconds, or even 50 milliseconds. That's probably where we're going to be running that one at anyway. So as soon as you try to put your hand in there, I don't know if you could hear it actuating. So you don't have to have those delay times in there at all. And here you can actually zero the position out if you would like to, or rehome the unit. So return here. The manual screen, same as before. Let's actually go into manual. Put it in manual mode. Go back into manual. Here you're able to actually move the position up or down. Tell it to go to a specific position at what speed. 225 millimeters per second is the maximum velocity speed. Or you can even do increment cycle distance. And what that is, it simulates the signal from your automatic mode. So I hit that, it's going to move that 2 millimeter distance, or the 1 millimeter distance. Or whatever it's set for. I don't know what it's set for. Let's see, setup. 2 millimeters. But it does not look at signal maintain time or signal delay. It doesn't look at any of that stuff because you're in manual mode, so you're controlling it. So same thing with the main page. I put these on the side here just so you can have it on the main page, because really you shouldn't even have to come off the main page for really anything. Just hit the bam, bam, bam. Your cycle ran, you can actually reset that right here. So after a shift, if you want to have that one reset, you can just hit the button to reset it. Or it resets every time you power down as well. So at the beginning of the shift, it starts at 0. The about just gives you all the information on what's in there. Part numbers for the component system. And the I/O, let's go back into that one. You can actually see, for future expansion, you see whenever I put my hand in there, we're going to see a little light. The green means that it's active. The green means that it's active. The red means that it's not active. I have this one right here reversed, so it's dark operate, or it's light operate, not dark operate. So anyway, in a nutshell, that's where we're at. Sorry it's been taking so long. Hopefully this uploads. If not, I'll get that FTP stuff from you. And yeah, any questions? Just give me a buzz, man. Talk to you later. Bye.